Stellar Blade is an indie game made by a small independent studio in Korea named Shift Up, produced by Sony. Since its initial announcement and gameplay demo, it has been riddled in controversy. From the main character's scantily clad appearance based on the director of the game's wife, to the gameplay looking not that appealing, kind of generic. Mostly a mixture of fan service and a fairly generic Souls-esque vibe. This game was going to be the answer to the woke mind virus. Finally, we can have beautiful women back in video games again. This game was going to sell consoles, damn it. But little did they know the worst was yet to come. Cut to the game actually releasing. And the game was actually pretty good. Since its release, it's gotten generally positive reception across the board. Most reviews are saying the character customization is good, the story is a little lacking, but the weapon upgrading mechanics and fun, intuitive gameplay more than make up for it. The music is great. For reference, it's received a 7 out of 10 on IGN. Why that's good or bad will be discussed in another video, and 8 out of 10 on GameSpot, and an 82% on Metacritic. Well, if the game is so good, then where is the controversy, you might ask? Well, let me tell you all about that.
Stellar Blade outfits has been censored after all in patch day 1.
It's wild to me that despite good reviews, despite the game being genuinely fun to play, gooners just can't take the dub and are having a meltdown over a small piece of black lace.
It is very simple. People hate being lied to and were promised an uncensored game. Couple that with misleading promo footage and you got massive issues. I am sure it's a great game, but the trust is broken, and nothing will be in the way of future patches or changes by Sony. If buying the game doesn't entitle me to complain for me being lied to for 3 days prior, what does? People keep saying it's just one outfit, but at this point I think there is a lot more behind it.
Keep your copies of Stellar Blade, we're going to change it back. We can win this one. Free Stellar Blade. Please sign the petition, and yes, this is a real thing that exists. Stellar Blade is a phenomenal new game that just launched on PlayStation 5 worldwide. But it has a problem: the content has been censored from the original trailer version posted by Sony. We as gamers demand this content back. We relied on it, we made the game the #1 pre-order worldwide because of it, and this is the true game we want. So far the game looks phenomenal from streams. I am looking forward to my pre-order arriving today. As you know, your game is more than a game, it is a cultural beacon. In a time of great censorship and anti-gamer sentiment, your game gives gamers great hope. It is why now, more than ever, it is important that you know you have there, meaning the gamers' support. Regarding the changes from the trailer and the costumes, please change it back. You have many fans who want Stellar Blade to be even more successful. I believe that changing things back to what was originally shown sends a strong message and will increase the success even more.
They already got your money with the pre-order, you dolt.
Here's the plan. Everybody fights, nobody quits. We get Sony to change it back. Shift Up knows Stellar Blade's fans aren't happy. Let's get Sony to wake up and let them change it back. Let's start making the change we want in games.
This 56-year-old man is mad because they made a bathing suit 10% less skimpy. Imagine throwing a fit over this. Imagine showing this to other human beings in real life. Imagine all of the people.
Sorry, my English is not good. I want to say this is the new bunny costume for a new game plus and it's censored too. Sorry guys, but this is the cruel reality. I like Stellar Blade so much, but now I feel betrayed.
They backstabbed their own fans. I am disgusted.
It's disgusting.
They did not, Sony did. Sony forcing their hand? I genuinely don't understand why not to release such games on PC only.
It's a very, very sad day in America.
And another outfit censored was found.
Those aren't even the same color, those are clearly 2 different outfits. Those are 2 different outfits. If your eyes worked, you could tell.
Not buying it now. Nothing is sacred.
Take a shower, bro.
They paraded this around like some sort of brag to entice customers while showing promo material and trailers containing said uncensored suits. Now it's been confirmed that physical discs that have version 1.0, which includes everything that was uncensored in the game. But who cares, right?
Stellar Blade. Gore censorship. Before patch, Eve blood is splattered over her body. Post-patch, decreased dramatically.
First they take our skin away. Then they take our bloody gory mess away. Do they not know who their clientele is?
Oh yes, totally normal to have a revealing outfit on the gold version, and then conveniently add a censorship alongside other changes like the hard R graffiti on the day 1 patch. Never has a game been censored day 1 patches.
Outfit changes even existed in the 1.001 version, which was before the day 1 patch. Why is the idea of last-minute outfit tweaks so unbelievable that the automatic assumption is Sony's censorship despite all the other untouched risque outfits?
It doesn't matter who made the decision, the design alteration was a censorship.
The only problem I see is censoring it worldwide and not just North America. If you want to censor something in the North America standard, just censor it there. Not the whole world have to receive the censored version.
So you think this was the devs' vision, not something they were required to do last minute by Sony?
I have bridge to sell you.
Tell me you don't understand the difference between going gold and launch day without telling me.
If it was required by Sony, it wouldn't have been in there before the day one patch because that previous version wouldn't have passed Sony's certification. Genius.
검열 절구 버전으로 다시 할 수 있는 방법을 생각하고 계신지 아니면 이런 이슈를 혹시 지금 알고 계신지는 한번 좀 물어보고 싶었습니다.
예, 당연하게도 이 이슈에 대해서 인지를 하고 있습니다. 다만 이제 저희가 최종적으로 여러분들께 보여드리고자 하는 것은 1.000.2 버전의 의상이 맞습니다. 그래서 그게 최종 프로덕트라는 것을 확실히 말씀드리고 싶고요. 다만 이제 이것이 어쨌든 유저 여러분들을 완전히 흡수시켜드릴 수 있는 건 아니기 때문에 지금 현재 그것에 대해서 내부에서 논의 중입니다. 그래서 조만간 한번 그 부분에 대해서 말씀드릴 수 있는 기회가 있을 거라고 생각합니다.
Now that we have direct confirmation that it was a redesign, watch the narrative shift to Sony forced him to do or say that. People love to shout about respect the dev's vision, until that vision isn't something they personally agree with.
Here's the thing. He's not going to come out and say Sony forced us to censor considering that they already said that the game would be uncensored as it would just result in a PR shitstorm. I don't think it's a redesign but rather some last-minute censorship based on past events.
Uncensored my ass. Shift Up and their CEO very quickly went from base to false advertising frauds.
Okay, this is a scam, bro. We got scammed.
I canceled my pre-order when the graffiti got censored.
The fact they changed it to Crime makes it better though.
No, it doesn't. They were coerced into changing the game at the behest of Sony and bent the knee. Editor's note. The change this guy is referring to is changing the graffiti slur of hard R out to crime R during the day one patch. Back to tweet. This is where I would ask, what else will they change due to pressure? But it looks like they already censored at least one outfit that we're aware of.
Hashtag free Stellar Blade. Please revert the outfits at PlayStation. Why is this okay in Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, and The Last of Us, but not for Stellar Blade?
Should cancel pre-orders since they're censoring it. This was hyped as the sexy, uncensored anti-woke game. Editors note it was none of those things. He is basing that off of gameplay footage of sexy lady fighting a monster. Just to be the same. The same as what, you may ask? Only God knows. Which hard R did this? Glad I waited on purchasing this game. They almost had me buy this much. We can't buy censored games to fight censorship. Wow, makes me not want to get the game. So sick of misandrous supremacy already.
Director of Stellar Blade responds to the censorship patch and says that there is an internal discussion regarding this issue. It is clear that the censorship was forced upon them by Sony, which is exactly what I said was going to happen.
Unacceptable as usual. Unacceptable! Advertise one thing, sell another. Sony strikes again with Stellar Blade. Bait and switch. Censorship. Remember to thank Sony and your favorite journalist Jason for their crusade against pretty women in games they don't deem woke enough. Song as old as time. Stellar Blade's Eve is not okay apparently. Editor's note, the actual lyric is tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. I genuinely don't understand what Sony was thinking with Stellar Blade. They let the devs make the game how they want, advertise that it was going to launch as uncensored, build off insane hype for doing so. Then loudly and publicly make the devs patch out gore effects and or one outfit. Like, were they trying to pin on Shift Up? Because it's very obviously published by Sony, as part of an already contentious campaign from the industry to kneecap the game. You think all those articles just popped out of nowhere?
However, it is a big deal. The game and outfits were always sexual. There was no reason to change anything in the game as it is rated mature and or 18+. Baldur's Gate 3 is uncensored, yet Stellar Blade is an issue.
Stellar Blade bunny censorship confirmed. Other sexy outfits still remain. Sony fucks us over again.
What people don't understand is that it's not about the suits themselves. It's about the censorship. Stellar Blade was supposed to make a point, and it has failed miserably at it.
For the love of God, please go outside or take a shower, whichever is easier.